Hey Strahara, welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So, I am going to review this book. I finished it last month. I didn't do a review on it, or I did review it obviously on Amazon and Goodreads, but I didn't do like a filming review on my channel because I did a review on the series when I first read it, um, before I got to book 3 obviously, um, and but I decided why not, let's do a formal review of this one as well. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Asher and Luco are my favorite characters by far in this series. I love some of the other characters too, obviously, but they're my favorite. Not gonna lie. And their friendship is everything to me. I can't cannot wait for book 5 because that's when they'll come back. This is I never said what series this was, did I? This is book 3 in A Daughter's Ransom. It's called The Exiled Game of Wits, and I love the intensity, and I feel like you don't see enough, especially in fantasy. Even though maybe not especially in fantasy, but I feel like fantasy is the one genre where you should definitely see this, but you don't. Where you see a character truly healing from whether it's physical or emotional or mental wounds or all the above. And she was tortured, and you saw in book 1 as well that she was going through some serious mental things. So she had a lot of PTSD. And um, in this book, you see her healing physically because she was held prisoner and tortured for a little while. And she was close to dying at the end of the book, and it was a slow process, and even once she was up and moving and stuff, it was still a slow process for her to fully heal. And if she would, like, she had to go on this journey to do something, and they had to stop a lot and stuff because she was just being drained because she wasn't completely fully healed, so there were several lapses in her healing. And I just really love that because you don't see that very often. So that was a nice thing. I know I wrote in my Jasmine Press series, Jasmine was going through some serious PTSD in book 3. Yeah, book 3. Um, and I'm really happy to see it in another book. But so I'm excited to see how it continues. Um, especially with how it ended, and just the fact that the villain is always one step ahead, even though he really shouldn't be. It's like I want to know how he's like if he has a source or what. Like how does he know? Is he just always there and they just don't realize it? Like he's just always one step ahead, always. Um, kind of reminds me of my villain in my current series, but so I'm curious about how that's going to play out. I mean, book 4 is already out, and I think the authors are editing book 5. And I haven't even read book 4 yet, but you can read them out of order. It's a little complicated, but it's like they're all in the same world, but Astra and Luca are in books 1 and 5, and then or 1, 1, 3, and then will be in 5. And then Beyi and all of them that were book 2 will also be on book 4, and I'm guessing book 6 is like the odd numbers and the even numbers sort of thing. So the odd numbers um, will so I am excited for book 5 more than anything because, like I said, they are my favorite parts. But once I can get book 4 and the prequel, because there is a prequel about Tyrone, which I also do want to get, I will get as soon as I can. But I know the book I'm currently most excited to read in this series is book 5 because I need to know what happens after they find out that Tyrone knew the entire time what they were gonna do before they even knew what they were gonna do, and I want to know why. Like I want to know how Tyrone knows all this. Like just how. It's hot, so I have my window open, but it is not helping right now. I am still burning up. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I think my cheeks are kind of rosy. But yeah, and I'm warming up to Keishif a little bit. I can see he's trying, but I just feel like there's so much water under the bridge with him and Luco, and I don't know if he'll ever be able to, fully attain for the way he kind of just um Lugo just has been through a lot, and I would like for them to get better, and I think Keisha is trying, but there's only so much you can do with all that trauma. So I love Astra and Luca how they just like help each other and always support each other. They defend one another, they protect one another, they care about one another more than anything, and they try so hard just to do whatever they can for each other and make the other feel safer and protected and just better all around. And sometimes they can't much, but they try their best, which is at least something, right? Um, so one of my favorite scenes in the book was when Luke they were kind of being they were captured and kind of made prisoners by this one girl and her army. And I'm trying to do this without being too spoilery, but Luco had challenged her to a sword fight, and it wasn't for them to be let go or anything. It was for them to like give Astra the things she needs because she was still healing and being prisoner at this moment, and on their journey back to where they were heading. Um, was making her relapse in her healing. So it was like she could like ride in a carriage or on a horse or something. I don't remember exactly, but um and the entire thing like they're like talking as they're doing the sword fight and Luco's little jabs and how he wins in the end. Mm, like it was just a perfect scene. It's probably my favorite in this book. I absolutely loved it. Like when I was reading that, I got so excited. I was like, "You go, Luco!" And it was just amazing. I loved it. I have no idea if I'm saying his name right, by the way. So, um, sorry, Nimiu and Rebecca. I have no idea if I'm saying his name right. But yeah, I love him. He's such a sassy little boy. He's adorable. And Astra, I love too, obviously. She's just so strong willed and independent, but she's let herself rely on Luco, and Luco has let himself trust her because it's something they both had struggled with in the past, her relying on people who would betray her, and then him trusting people who would betray him. So they have the same issue for the most part, and she lets herself rely on him and he lets himself trust her. And it's just so beautiful. I love their relationship and them as individuals, obviously. And I'm so excited for book five because I need to know, how does Tyron know? Why does he know? What is his plan? Because I have no idea what his plan is. But yeah. So but I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the fight at the end when they were, because Keisha and his band, they were all like kind of imprisoned, and then the girl that originally arrested them worked to help them, and then Luco had to he had special privilege because of who his uncle was. Technically Keisha's uncle too, but he hated Keisha for the way for because of how Lugo's treated growing up. It's this whole ordeal, but he was able to convince people that this king should be overthrown, and yeah, so it was this big thing, and see that's how Luco, and I loved it so much, and the plan for everyone to escape, and then after finding out that Tyra knew all along, that was some ending, and it was insane and intense, but I loved every minute of it. And I love this like thing where they're at this dance, and I'm pretty sure Astra was getting jealous. Like I'm pretty sure this is the book where it first hints at the potential romance, or maybe I'm just reading too much in it to it. But I swear she was jealous because like Luca had to keep dancing with all these girls, like he had to be the diplomat, which he's never been good at. And I'm pretty sure Astra got jealous. Like let's be real, she got a little bit jealous there, and so that was fun. But yeah, I love this book. I rated it 5 stars, and I definitely highly recommend checking it out. If you want to get to this one, you don't have to read book 2 before this, but you do have to read book 1 before this, obviously. So yeah. Definitely check it out, especially for Indie April because it is. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Or I forgot, almost forgot. Please like and subscribe and comment if you read it, if you want to read it, and I will talk to you guys below in the comments. Until next time.